From Tiger Stadium in Detroit, this is Kurt Berglund with 1986 Boston Red Sox baseball. It's opening day, and about a week ago I posted on my YouTube channel a project information video that tells you a little bit about how I'm going to do the replay of the 1986 Red Sox season using payoff pitch baseball. Couple of really quick reminders about how that's going to happen, and then we're going to get into the ball game. We know, of course, how the 1986 Red Sox season worked out in real life. What I'm interested in finding out is if we change the timeline of two of their key acquisitions, namely Steve Lyons for Tom Seaver and Ray Quinones and a cast of thousands for Dave Henderson and Spike Owen. If we move those deals to the start of the season so that those three players, Seaver, Owen, and Henderson, are available at the start of the year, how would the Red Sox season have been different? Now, I'm delaying the recall of Calvin Schiraldi until the date that he was actually brought up later in the season. But Seaver, Owen, and Henderson are available on day one. Second, I'm going to use as-played lineups for the opposing teams, which means that the handedness of the starter that the Red Sox were using that day will stay the same. But the name of that person, that particular pitcher, might be different. So, for example, Bruce Hurst is the only left-handed starter, I'm pretty sure, in the 1986 Red Sox season. So he's going to make all of his starts on the day that he started so that the opposition's batting order will be appropriate for a left-handed pitcher. However, the other 4 starters in the rotation, their names will be different. Seaver will be available from opening day on, for example, and I'm going to jostle things around a little bit. One thing I won't change is Roger Clemens' first start will be in Game 4 because John McNamara considered him at the start of the year his 4th starter. So we'll go with that. Clemens, of course, was coming off an injury-plagued 1985 season, had a dominant last spring training performance, and that sort of fed into the hot start to his 86 season. So Clemens will start the year as the number 4 starter for the team. What we're going to do now is to go through the actual 24-man roster, which is what they used in 1986, for the Red Sox and for their opponent, the Detroit Tigers. Opening day for the Red Sox in 1986 was at Old Tiger Stadium, a 3-game series, and then they moved on to Chicago's Comiskey Park for a series there. So, I'm going to show you the players that I'm also going to be two other things. One is I'm going to play injuries using the payoff pitch system for both teams. So we'll just go with it and see what happens. And if there are minor leaguers that were used in 1986 that need to be called up, then I'm going to be calling them up when I need them. And I'll announce that before the games. Not all of the games will be on my channel, but a lot of them will be. And, of course, this is opening day, so this is especially exciting to get things going. So let's introduce you to the teams. The pitchers and position players for the visiting Boston Red Sox on opening day 1986 are as follows: Oil Can Boyd, Tom Seaver, Roger Clemens, Al Nipper, Tim Lawler, Sammy Stewart, Joe Sambito, Steve Crawford, Bob Stanley, Mark Sullivan, Dave Stapleton, Ed Romero, Mike Greenwell, Dave Henderson. For the Detroit Tigers, pitchers and position players opening day, Willie Hernandez, Chuck Carey, Bill Campbell, Randy O'Neill, Dave LaPointe, Frank Tanana, Dan Petrie, Walt Terrell, Dave Bergman, Mike Laga, Tom Brookins, Harry Spillman, Doug Baker, Dave Engel. And now the starting lineups for these two teams today, starting with the Boston Red Sox. Leading off at third base, Wade Boggs. Batting second baseman Marty Barrett. Batting third, first baseman Bill Buckner. Batting fourth, right fielder Dwight Evans. Batting fifth, left fielder Jim Rice. Batting sixth, DH Don Baylor. Batting seventh, catcher Rich Gedman. Batting eighth, center fielder Tony Armas. And batting ninth, shortstop Spike Owen. Remember, this is my lineup, at least for opening day. On the mound for the Red Sox on opening day, it's left-hander Bruce Hurst, 25 games, 11 complete games, 174 starts, a 13-8 record with a .299 earned run average. For the homestanding Detroit Tigers, leading off, Dave Collins, the DH. Batting second, Lou Whitaker, the second baseman. Batting third, Kirk Gibson in right field. Batting fourth, Lance Parrish, the catcher. Batting fifth, Chet Lemon, the center fielder. Batting sixth, Alan Trammell, the shortstop. Batting seventh, Larry Herndon in left field. Batting eighth, Darrell Evans at first base. Batting ninth, Darnell Coles at third base. And on the mound on opening day for the Detroit Tigers, Jack Morris, 35 starts, 15 complete games, 267 innings pitched, a 21-8 record with a .327 earned run average. Alrighty. So, Morris comes to the mound to face the Red Sox. And we are ready to roll in Detroit. This is game one. Remember, injuries count, and so we'll see how that goes. But the lineup for the Tigers is Sparky Anderson's actual lineup from opening day 1986 against Bruce Hurst. All right, Wade Boggs stands in, and we are ready to go. Jack Morris, the wind, and the pitch to Wade Boggs is a ground ball to short. That's Alan Trammell. He's going to throw across to Evans, and there's one man out in the Red Sox first. Marty Barrett, Red Sox second baseman, hit .273 against right-handers. The pitch from Morris is lifted in the air to center field. Chet Lemon coming on, and that's two gone. And now Bill Buckner stands in against Jack Morris. .290 against right-handers for Buckner on the season. The pitch is a hanger, and that's trouble. This one is to left, and it's over Herndon's head. It's going to bang off the wall, and Buckner's going to have himself a two-out double with Dwight Evans coming to the plate, and Buckner now on second base in scoring position. Morris to the belt. The pitch home to Evans. He walked him. Now it's Rice. 2 on, 2 out for Jim Rice. .313 against right-handers on the season. Morris to the belt, checks both runners. The pitch is another hanger, and Rice lines this one to left. Herndon charges and gets the throw in. Buckner stops at third. The bases are dripping with Red Sox for Don Baylor. Morris in a first inning jam with 2 outs facing Baylor. Morris to the belt. The pitch to Don Baylor is grounded to Trammell. He's going to go the short way to Whitaker, and the Red Sox threaten in the first, but do not score. After a half inning, we are scoreless in Detroit. Hurst coming out to do his thing. He'll face Collins, Whitaker, and Gibson for Detroit. Collins. So Hurst is facing Collins. Dave hit .231 against left-handers on the season. The pitch to him. He struck him out. Hurst has 1 gone in the first inning. And now the second baseman, Lou Whitaker, comes to the plate. Lou, .221 against lefties. Hurst, the wind. The pitch to Sweet Lou is grounded to Owen at short. He's going to throw to Buckner for out number 2. And that brings up Kirk Gibson. .262 for Kirk Gibson on the season. This is a hanger. And Gibby drills it. Second base, diving stop. Barrett throws to Buckner, and he gets him. We have completed 1 hard-hitting inning in Detroit with no score, however. And the top of the second coming on with Gedman, Armas, and Owen for the Red Sox. Morris winds, and the pitch to Gedman. Ground ball shortstop. This is Trammell. He's going to glove it and throw and get Gedman, but Gedman is limping, and he is going to be out of this ball game. We will see if he's in there tomorrow, but he is out now, limping back to the Red Sox dugout. And so there will be a new catcher. It'll be Mark Sullivan in to do the catching for the Red Sox as Gedman grounds out to Trammell. So with 1 out in the second, it's Tony Armas. Morris, the wind, and he strikes him out. That's Morris's first. Oh, wait. We got to add. Forgot the modifier. Nope, he still gets him. And a strikeout. So Owen will come to the plate now with 2 outs and nobody on. Spike 192 against right-handers. Morris winds and pitches, and it's grounded to third. This is Coles. Darnell throws to Evans for out number 3 in the second inning. And we go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless in Detroit. Hurst back out. After a 1-2-3 first inning, it'll be Parrish, Lemon, and Trammell for the Tigers. Hurst winds and throws, and it's popped up. Bill Buckner on the infield dirt will take it for out number 1. Chet Lemon. Chet, 284. And this is trouble. It's a line drive to center field. It's going to split Rice and Armas. Chet Lemon's going to have himself a standing double with 1 out in the bottom of the second. And Alan Trammell coming to the plate. 279 for Trammell on the year. So Hurst goes to the belt, checks Lemon at second. The pitch home. Lifted in the air to center, but not deep. Here comes Armas. He takes it for out number 2. And now Larry Herndon with Lemon still in scoring position. Hurst goes to the belt and throws home. This is a base hit to center field, but Armas is charging hard and throws well to Buckner at the cutoff near the mound. Lemon stops at third, and Evans will come to the plate with Tigers at the corners and 2 men out against Hurst. Evans 272 against lefties. And this one is driven deep. It's a hanger from Hurst, and Evans got it to right field and deep. Evans to White Evans to the wall, and this is gone. Darrell Evans has left the building. So has Elvis. It's 3-0 Tigers in the bottom of the second on a long home run to the porch by Darrell Evans. That'll bring up Darnell Coles with 2 men out and nobody on. Darnell hits it hard to center, but right at Armas, and that will retire the Tigers in the third. But the Tigers score 3 on 3 hits. They leave none. And after 2, it's 3-0 Detroit. Thanks to the bat of arguably Hall of Fame candidate Darrell Evans. And now we have the top of the Red Sox order with Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner coming up in the top of the third. Morris winds and pitches. And it's a base hit to left field for Boggs, his first hit of the season. That'll bring up Barrett with nobody out. Morris to the belt. The pitch is grounded to Whitaker. That will be knocked down by Lou, grabs it, throws to first for Barrett, and gets him by a step. But Boggs slides into second base safely, which brings up Buckner with 1 man out and Boggs in scoring position. Buckner doubled in the first. The pitch is drilled down the line past Evans into the right field corner. Gibson going to have to go dig it out. Boggs will score easily from second base, and Buckner has himself his second double of the day. It's 3-1 Detroit. Now the tying run comes to the plate, and Dwight Evans, he walked in the first. Morris to the belt, checks Buckner. The pitch home is grounded to second base. Lou Whitaker throws to Evans for the out as Buckner reaches third. So with 2 outs, the Red Sox have a run 90 feet away if they can bring him in, and it's up to Jim Rice, who singled in the first inning. Morris to the belt. The pitch, he walked him. So once more, there are Red Sox at the corners for Don Baylor now. 2 outs. The tying run on first, the lead run at the plate, and Baylor. Morris not having Jack Morris stuff yet. And so the pitch to him is drilled to center and deep. Lemon turns and sprints to the wall. And it's gone. Elvis has left the building. So has Don Baylor. It's 4-3 Red Sox in the top of the third as Morris gives up a 2-out walk and then a 2-out dong to Don Baylor. And it's 4-3 Red Sox. We got a slugfest on opening day. Mark Sullivan stands in. Mark 235 against righties. He's in there for Gedman, who pulled up lame on a groundout. Sullivan bloops this one to center. Here comes Lemon, who makes a nice running catch, and that will retire the Red Sox in the third. But they score 4 on 3 hits. They leave none. And now it's the bottom of the third with the Red Sox leading 4-3. Top of the Tiger order coming in the bottom of the third. Collins, Whitaker, and Gibson. And Dave lines it. Barrett got it. 1 down. Whitaker. Sweet Lou is 0 for 1. Hurst winds, and the pitch. To center, into right center. Armas on the run. He's going to get there, and that's 2 gone. And now Gibson, 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch to him is a base hit to center for Gibby. 2 outs, and Gibson's aboard at first base with a single, and Parrish comes to the plate. Lance is 0 for 1. Hurst fighting himself a little bit today, and this is grounded right back to him, a comebacker. He gloves it and flips to Buckner, and that retires the Tigers in the 3rd. So we've played 3 in Detroit. It's the Red Sox 4 and the Tigers 3, and it'll be Armas, Owen, and then to the top of the order with Boggs coming up for Boston. Armas hit .253 against right-handers on the 1986 season, and he is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the 2nd inning against Morris. All right, Morris winds and pitches, and it's popped up. Darnell Coles just into foul territory, and there isn't much of it here in Detroit, will make the play for out number 1. Spike Owen stands in. Spike is 0 for 1. Pitch to him. Hit to right, not too deep. Here comes Gibson, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And now Wade Boggs, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Pitch to Wade is grounded to first. That's Darrell Evans. He's going to take it himself, and Morris has himself a 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the bottom of the 4th with the score. Boston 4, Detroit 3. It'll be Lemon, Trammell, and Herndon for Detroit coming up in the 4th. Hurst winds and pitches. He struck him out. That's strikeout number 2 on the day for Hurst. Trammell is 0 for 1. Hurst winds and throws. He struck him out. That's strikeout number 3 for Bruce. And now Herndon with 2 outs and nobody on. Hey, strikes out the side. We've played 4. It's Boston 4, Detroit 3 in Motown. Morris back out for the top of the 5th. Barrett, Buckner, and Evans. Coming up for the Beantowners, Marty is 0 for 2. The pitch from Morris is a base hit to center field. Barrett gets it going in the 5th. Morris has a shaky inning and a good inning, a shaky inning and a good inning, and if the pattern holds, he's due for a shaky inning. Buckner is up 2 for 2, a pair of doubles, a ribby, a run scored. Barrett works on his lead. The pitch to Buckner he goes the other way with a base hit in front of Herndon. Barrett will stop at second. Buckner's 3 for 3, and Evans comes to the plate with nobody out. Barrett at second, Buckner at first. Evans is 0 for 1 with a walk. Morris to the belt. Hey, strikes him out. That's 1 gone in the 5th, and that is Morris's second. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't do the modifier. No, that's not a strikeout. My bad, my bad, my bad. It's a base hit for Evans. And that's going to bring home Barrett with the 5th run. Buckner will go to third. Evans drives in a run. And there's nobody out in the fifth with Red Sox at the corners. Sparky Anderson's going to get his bullpen going. And it's going to be... going to be Randy O'Neill warming up in the Tiger pen. And Morris in a jam. So Rice comes to the plate. Tiger infield is in for Rice. The pitch to Jim is a base hit to center field. That'll bring home Buckner with the 6th Red Sox run. Evans stops at second, and there's still nobody out. Morris in trouble. Big time now, and O'Neill is not ready. Here comes Sparky out to talk to him. And he's going to stick with him. Baylor at the plate. Evans at second. Rice at first. Nobody out. Morris to the belt. The pitch is a base hit. This drops in front of Herndon. Evans will stop at third. Rice stops at second. The bases are dripping with Red Sox. Sullivan coming to the plate. The Tigers infield moves to double play depth, and Morris is in trouble. Jack to the belt. The pitch. He walked Mark Sullivan, which walks in a run, and that's going to do it. Here comes Sparky to get Morris. So, let's give you his numbers. For Jack Morris, 4 innings plus, 10 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. He has 7 runs, all earned, 3 men on base, all of them his responsibility. 7-3 Red Sox. O'Neill is on. He is a right-hander. 37 games in 1986, 11 starts, 1 complete game, 2 saves, 122 innings, and a .433 earned run average with a 3-7 1-loss record. Armas is at the plate. The infield is playing back for a double play. We'll see how this works out. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch home to Tony is lifted in the air to left. Herndon moving over and will make the catch. Rice will hold, and Owen comes to the plate. 1 man out now. Tiger infield still at double play depth. It's 7-3 Boston. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch to Spike. It's a base hit to left field. It's a base hit to left field in front of Herndon. He's running toward the line and cuts it off. Rice will score. Baylor will score. Sullivan stops at second. Spike Owen has a 2-run double. It's 9 or a 2-run single. It's 9-3 Boston. And men at first and second now for Wade Boggs. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch to Boggs. He walked him. They're full again. And the Red Sox bat around in the 5th. Barrett comes to the plate. Sparky not happy. Bill Campbell now throwing in the Tiger bullpen. And so is Dave LaPointe. Double-barreled action as Sparky just wants to get out of the 5th inning. Bases dripping with Red Sox. Sullivan at third, Owen at second, Boggs at first, and Barrett at the plate with 1 man out. O'Neill. Barrett swings and lifts it to left. Herndon is going to come in and make the catch for 2 outs, and now Buckner For his second time in the inning, he's 3 for 3 on the day. It is 9-3 Red Sox. Bases still loaded. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch home. This is drilled by Buckner down the line in right field past Evans. Past Evans into the corner. It'll score Sullivan from third. It'll score Owen from second. Boggs stops at third. It's a 2-run double for Buckner. It's 11-3. The Red Sox have exploded for a 7-run fifth inning off of Morris and O'Neill. Evans comes to the plate. I'm thinking this is O'Neill's last batter if he doesn't get him. Boggs is at third. Buckner is at second. The pitch home. Hey, strikes him out and gets out of the bloodbath for the Tigers. That is the fifth inning. A 7 spot on the board for Boston. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's Boston 11, Detroit 3, and we're halfway home. For Detroit, it's Evans, Coles, and Collins coming up against Hurst. And this is a ground ball up the middle. Barrett dives but cannot get it. It's into center field for a base hit. Now Darnell Coles 0 for 1 on the day. Hurst to the belt. Hey, strikes out Coles. That's strikeout number 5 for Hurst. And now Collins. 0 for 2 for Dave on the day. Lifted in the air to left. This is Rice, who's got plenty of room for out number 2. And now Whitaker, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Hurst. It's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Armas charges. Evans stops at second. There's 2 on with 2 outs now for Kirk Gibson. Tigers need a long one. Gibby is 1 for 2 on the day. Hurst to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball second. Marty Barrett's going to go the short way to Spike Owen, and that will retire the Tigers in the fifth. We go to the sixth. It's 11-3 on opening day for Boston. O'Neill in the sixth will face Rice, Baylor, and Sullivan for the Red Sox. Jim is 2 for 2. 2 runs scored, a ribby, and a walk on his ledger for the day. This is hit in the air to right. Kirk Gibson in his tracks will take it for out number 1 in the top of the sixth. Don Baylor's 2 for 3 with a 3-run dong back in the third. And he hit him. Baylor is hit by a pitch and will take his base. Sparky's chirping from the dugout that he didn't try and get out of the way, but Ronnie Millsap, the home plate umpire, does not seem to care. Mark Sullivan is 0 for 1 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored on the day. The pitch to Mark Sullivan is a line drive into the left center field alley. It's going to get by Lemon. Baylor's going to get to third. Sullivan has a double, and I need some oxygen. There's 1 out. It's 11-3 Red Sox, and they've got 2 men in scoring position for Armas. Tony is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. O'Neill to the belt. The pitch home is a shot at Darnell Coles. And Darnell gloves it, checks Baylor at third and throws across to Evans. Baylor holds. And with 2 outs, it'll be Owen with still 2 men in scoring position. O'Neill to the belt. Checks the runners. The pitch home to Spike. Grounded to Whitaker. Lou is going to flip to Evans, and that will retire the Red Sox. They threaten but do not score in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 11-3 Red Sox on opening day in Detroit. Parrish, Lemon, and Trammell are due to face Hurst in the 6th. This is hit in the air to left. Rice, with room, makes the catch for out number 1. And Chet Lemon is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. He singles to left, and he's aboard now. Red Sox bullpen getting active. Hurst has been good, but not great, and I'm not a big believer in complete games on opening day. So, Sammy Stewart is going to start to throw in the Red Sox bullpen. Trammell is up. He's 0 for 2. Lemon is at first. Okay. This is hit to right. Evans in his tracks will make the catch for out number 2. And now Herndon. Larry is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Hurst to the belt. The pitch home is hit to left. And Rice goes back a few steps almost to the track. And he's going to make the catch. That retires the Tigers in the 6th. Hurst's day may be done. Stewart still throwing in the bullpen. And we go to the top of the 7th. O'Neill is back out. Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner, top of the Red Sox order, coming up in the top of the 7th. Pitch to Wade Boggs is a liner to the gap that's going to get between Gibson and Lemon. Boggs with a double to lead off the 7th. Barrett in there now. Marty is 1 for 4. O'Neill walks him. Buckner 4 for 4. 3 doubles, 3 ribbies, 2 runs scored. Looking for his 5th hit of the day. 2 on, nobody out. Boggs at second, Barrett at first. The pitch from O'Neill is hit to center. Lemon is back and makes the catch. Boggs retreats to second base. That'll bring up Evans with 1 out. O'Neill grounded to Whitaker. Lou to Trammell for 1, to Evans for 2, and a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We're ready to stretch him out. Sammy Stewart is coming on to pitch for the Red Sox. And we'll tell you about him, but first let's talk about Bruce Hurst's day. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts, 3 runs, they're all earned, 1 home run. A fine opening day, and he's replaced by Sammy Stewart. 27 games in an injury-plagued season, 4-1 record, 438 with a 63 innings pitched. And he's on to face Evans, Coles, and Collins in the bottom of the 7th. Evans hits one in the air to center. Armas with room and will make the catch for out number 1. Darnell Coles is 0 for 2. Pitch to Darnell. Hey, struck him out for out number 2. And now Dave Collins. Collins hit better against righties than he did against lefties in 86. And this is a base hit for Collins, right up the middle. And he's aboard with 2 outs for Whitaker. Boston leads 11-3. Tigers could use some long ones. Struck him out. Stewart's second strikeout. We go to the 8th. It's 11-3 Boston. And O'Neill is done. It's going to be Campbell on to face Rice, Baylor, and Sullivan in the Red Sox 8th. O'Neill went 3 innings, allowed 4 hits. He walked 1. He walked 2. He hit 1 batter. He struck out 1. He allowed 1 run, although he was in trouble all the time. Campbell on 34 games, 3 saves, 55 innings pitched, a 3-6 record with a 388 1986 earned run average. Rice coming to the plate. Jim is 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a walk. Other than that, he hasn't done much. He's also made a bunch of putouts in left field. Campbell winds and pitches, and he walks Rice. So Rice is on, Baylor is up. Don is 2 for 3. Campbell. Ground ball, Trammell. Whitaker for 1. Evans for 2. It's a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play off the bat of Don Baylor. And now Mark Sullivan, who's 1 for 2. A ribby, a run scored, a walk, and a double. And I guarantee you, when he left the hotel today, there's no way he thought he was doing that. It's a base hit for Sullivan into center field. He's got 2 hits. Don't use them all up on opening day, Mark. 2 outs. Sullivan at first. Armas at the plate, 0 for 4. The only Red Sox player without a hit, starter without a hit. And it's hit in the air to right. Kirk Gibson back a few steps, but he's got room, and he makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 11-3 Detroit. Stewart back out. Will face Gibson, Parrish, and Lemon. In the Red Sox bullpen, Tim Lawler and Steve Crawford are throwing. But it's Gibson, Parrish, and Lemon coming up for the Tigers in the 8th. Kirk is 1 for 3. And he walked him. So Gibson's aboard. Tigers have an 8-run hill to climb, so he's not going anywhere. Parrish is up, 0 for 3 for Lance today. Stewart hits it to left. Rice coming in a few steps and makes the catch for out number 1. Lemon is 2 for 3. Stewart, the pitch to him, he walks him. 2 on now with 1 out for Trammell. Herndon is on deck. Allen is 0 for 3 on the day. Stewart to the belt. The pitch. It's hit hard by Trammell into right field. It's going to get down and get past Evans. Gibson will score. Lemon will score. It's 11-5 now with Trammell on with a 2-base hit. And here comes John McNamara. He wants a new pitcher. He's calling for Steve Crawford. And Lawler will sit down, and Joe Sambito and Bob Stanley will start to throw. But for now, it's Crawford in the Red Sox, on the Red Sox mound. Sambito and Stanley throwing for double-barreled action in the Red Sox bullpen. Herndon coming to the plate. Larry, 277. Sparky looking at his lineup card. Herndon is 1 for 3 on the day. Herndon will bat. Trammell at second, 1 man out. Crawford to the belt. The pitch home is hit hard to left, right at Jim Rice, who makes the catch. That's 2 gone. And now Evans, 2 for 3 with a homer on his day. Crawford to the belt, looks at Trammell at second base, and the pitch to Evans is a base hit to left field. It falls in front of Rice. Trammell was off at the crack of the bat. He will score as Rice throws into second base. That's 4 RBIs on the day for Evans, and now it's 11-6. Boston with Darnell Coles coming to the plate. Things get a little tighter. McNamara rubbing his hands in the dugout. Crawford to the belt. Evans at first. The pitch home to Coles is hit to right. Dwight Evans is going to come in a few steps and make the catch, and that will retire the Tigers in the 8th. But Detroit has a good inning. They score 3 on 2 hits. They leave 1. The walks are killers. We go to the 9th. It's 11-6 Boston. And Bill Campbell back out to face Owen, Boggs, and Barrett for Boston. Stanley and Sambito continue to throw in the Boston bullpen. Owen is 1 for 4. He stands in there now against Campbell. And it's a base hit to right field, a blooper that lands in front of Kirk Gibson. Owen is aboard with his second hit. Now it's Boggs. Campbell to the belt. The pitch to Wade. Grounded to Whitaker. Lou goes to Trammell for 1. The relay to Evans is not in time. Boggs beats the rap at first, and so with 1 out now, Boggs is at first, and Marty Barrett stands in. 1 for 4 with a walk for Marty. Campbell to the belt. The pitch. And Campbell uncorks a wild pitch, and Boggs moves up to second base. Barrett's still at bat. It's a 1-ball, no-strike count, and this is a hanger. Barrett, line drive, right field, base hit in front of Gibson. Boggs will score. It's 12-6 Boston. They get a run back, and Barrett's at first. Now Campbell in trouble. Buckner 4 for 5. Another chance for his 5th hit. 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored on the day. 4 for 5 for Buckner. Campbell the pitch. He walked him. First and second now for Evans. And Sparky gets LaPointe back up. Yeah, LaPointe is back up in the Tiger bullpen. Evans is 1 for 4. RBI, run scored, walk, whiff. Campbell to the belt. The pitch, it's a hanger. Evans drills it. Center field, left center. It's going to be out of here. A 3-run dong for Dwight Evans. And it's a 4-run inning for the Red Sox. 15-6 as Boston unloads. That's going to do it for Campbell. And LaPointe is getting the call from Sparky, even though he's a left-hander. And at this point in his career, not a very good one to face Rice. The Red Sox have unloaded on opening day with 15 runs. LaPointe is on with 1 out in the 9th. LaPointe winds the pitch. And Rice grounds this one to short. Trammell's got it. Throws to Evans, 2 down. And now Baylor. LaPointe, 16 games, 67 innings, 8 starts, 3-6, 1-loss record with a .572 earned run average. Baylor, oh my God, another one to left and deep, Herndon to the wall, gone. 2 on the day for Baylor, 3 for the Red Sox, 16 runs now, it's 16-6. Sullivan has 2 hits. I don't know what's going on in the universe, but that alone gets you wondering. LaPointe, the wind, the pitch to Sullivan is hit to right, but not deep. Gibson's going to catch this. The Red Sox are retired in the 9th. But 5 runs are scored. Then we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 16-6. Boston. We're going to need to take our shoes and socks off to do the totals. Crawford back out to, he's hoping, finish this thing up. Collins, Whitaker, and Gibson are due. And the Tiger pitching staff has been torn to shreds. Collins is 1 for 4. The pitch from Crawford. Ground ball short. That's Owen. And that's 1 out in the 9th. Whitaker 1 for 4. Crawford, the pitch. Grounded to Owen. Spike. Gloves it, throws to Buckner, 2 down. And now Gibson, last chance for Detroit, 1 for 3 for Kirk on the day. The pitch, grounded to third, gloved by Boggs, throws to Buckner, and Crawford mercifully puts this thing to an end. But it's opening day for the Red Sox and the Tigers, and the Red Sox brought the lumber. Give you the totals for the victorious 1986 Red Sox. $16 runs on 19 hits, and they committed no errors. For the Tigers, 6 runs on 10 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher, Bruce Hurst. He is 1-0. Losing pitcher, Jack Morris. He is 0-1. There is no save. And that concludes Game 1 of the 1986 Red Sox replay that I am doing using Payoff Pitch. Thank you so much for joining me. Please click like and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all of the Red Sox replay action. Hope you have a good day, and I hope 2020 is being kind to you, or at least as kind as possible. We got to stick together, folks. I'm Kurt Berglund. Have a good day. So long, everybody.